Welcome to the outskirts of Furstenfeldbruck. I am about 39 or 40 miles into my cycle tour for this year. Only 4 miles for today, actually. I am on my way to, let's see, Fleck, which is German for spot, as in a spot on your clothes or something. It's just past Bad Tölz and Lenggries. Yesterday I started out in Isar, let's see, northeast a little bit of Augsburg, and it was quite a day. It took a while to get the urban all set up and ready to go, and even though I got there at about noon, actually a little before that, by the time it was ready to go, it was 7:30, I think, in the evening. And of course, it just happened to be that after the whole day had nice weather, the evening did not. And ended up riding in a thunderstorm with rain pouring down. It was a tremendously memorable experience, and one that I would prefer not to relive. But I have to say, if I was going to ride in that terrible of weather, I can't imagine a better bike to do it in. I only regret that I did not have a race hood. So there's quite a bit of elevation gain today. I forget the specific amount, but it appears at least some of it is here coming out of Furstenfeldbruck. So I'm getting a good leg warm up here. And I am very glad that I chose a 5633 in the front with 1140 in the rear, because that'll make the climbing quite a bit easier. And I'm also glad that I packed very lightly. Then finally, I would like to thank the Germans for this lovely bike path, so that I don't have to ride on the road and worry about traffic. Go! Go! Fahr fort, bitte! Finally passing out of Gilching. Back on a little bit quieter road here. Or I guess technically I was in Argelsried. Deer just ran across the road, and this hill is actually not as bad as it looked. It's mercifully very short. But I'm still a little bit put off by that guy that chewed me out while he blocked my way on the Radweg. I am now in Gauting. unwittingly bypassed a hill. Good job, Ben. Good job. Good job. I got off my route again. Shocking, I know. And I was congratulating myself, thinking, oh look, I managed to bypass this hill. Only to discover that actually I had turned the wrong way. However, when I was turning around, I met a very nice lady. We had a nice little conversation in German. She is familiar with this little hill. She said she used to ride e-bike, but a couple years ago she stopped riding because she found it to be too dangerous. And then she looked at my bike and she said, "But you are very visible." Which I was shocked to hear, because in the USA, it's always, "Oh, aren't you worried no one will see you? You're so low to the ground." But she's like, "Nope, you're very visible. You're brightly colored and you have bright lights." That kind of offset that grumpy guy earlier. Having a close encounter with some chickens here. Back, 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 back. Back, 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 back. The chicken is offended by my presence. Seems that it has escaped, because there's quite a lot of chickens here. Look at them all. Look at all those chickens. I think it might be a chicken farm. Free-range chickens. Pigs. Now some cows. Just past the chicken place. These are the kind of roads I really like to ride. Minus the uphill part. Quiet, scenic. Reception problems in here, but man, what a nice spot to ride. It's supposed to be a very short stretch, and then I make a little jog to avoid some other gravel. I'm on the north side of the Starnberger See right now, and if you've watched last year, yes, this is a very short stretch of gravel, you will remember that I did not have a very pleasant experience in Starnberg, so I am not going to attempt to go down to hang out with the Starnberger See. Once was enough. And I have reached my right turn. Oh, I even get a Radweg. The sign would like to alert me to the option to go once again to Starnberg. But as we've discussed, I'm going to pass on that. So I'm headed now to Wangen, and then from there I'm going to start dropping towards the river that goes through Munich that I can't remember the name of right now. I have arrived in Wangen. Which according to the sign was founded in 1010 AD. And 14 years ago celebrated its 1,000-year anniversary. This turn is a big part of the reason I opted for the urban. I could never have made that last year. However, it appears that my Radweg is gone. Just this descent down to the river, and there was this giant cluster here. On the descent, it decided to really start raining, quite hard actually. So I had cold wind with rain spitting in my face as I was descending, and well, I just wasn't enjoying the moment too much, so I saw this barn with the overhang and I dived under here, and I just finished eating my lunch, and now I'm going to get going again because I'm freezing cold. Water in it right now. I did not know that there was an Isar canal, but indeed there is, and we are riding along it. Like this all the way to Bad Schultz, it'd be a quick ride. Surprising amount of cycle traffic out today. Amazingly enough, they still float logs down rivers. Navigational problem again. I was expecting a road, and it turns out it's a bike path. A narrow, hidden one. and then we reverse. Now we'll make the turn. And we reverse just a little bit more. Yep. That's how you do it. Already starting to come into view. And I have to say I'm very pleased with the majority of today's route. The elevation gain hasn't been horrible yet. And there's been some very nice path. Another wrong turn. There's too many little roads and not enough detail on my map. I am to take this unpaved route running a GP 5000. Seems like a very bad idea. It's a short stretch of gravel. I have arrived near the mountains, and I think there's some off in the distance where I can actually see some snow. Not surprising, it's not overly warm, and it has been a little damp of late. 11 kilometers. Nice house with a killer view. My GPS assures me that I've got some elevation gain coming up. This is the climb into Bad Tölz. I tried to find a route that would avoid it, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. At first it looks like I have a little bit of downhill before I head up. Ooh, this is even registering in Climb Pro in Garmin. 328 feet of ascent over 1.5 miles. I'm about a sixth of the way up the climb, so not very far yet. But I have come to the town of Spiegel. If you don't speak German, Spiegel means mirror, which is a bit of an odd name for a town, in my opinion. There is at least one mirror in the town because there's one at this corner up here. Allegedly this is a 4% grade, but my GPS has been kind of flaky today. One of the best things though about getting to the top is the view. And this, my friends, is a kick-ass view. Unintended tour here of Bad Tools. I took a wrong turn because, not surprisingly, my GPS does not have enough detail to show me where to go. Back on track. For some inexplicable reason, I routed myself off the main road here onto the side road, which has this ridiculous climb of well, whatever it is, it's not registering on the GPS, and my tire is slipping, so it's got to be pretty steep. I don't know why I did this. The main road is perfectly fine for riding. That was unnecessary. Really unnecessary. Okay. go down? It appears that I go up. That is what it appears. And we're crossing the Isar once again. Get used to it because we're going to do that a lot tomorrow. And there it is, the glorious Isar. I just met a very nice older lady as I was trying to figure out a maneuver. She was quite fascinated by the bike. And really a very nice lady.